My name is Brittany Robertson. I've been working at Color Theory for the past 10 months. I've been a tattoo artist for 2 years now. I did my apprenticeship for 9 months and I was there for a total of almost 2 years. And I've always, loved working with people and I've always loved art. So I was in between an art teacher for little kids and tattoo artist. And I took the hard route and went the route of becoming a tattoo artist, but it was absolutely worth it. In my own shop at Color Theory Tattoo, I am so inspired by all of my coworkers. They are all so fantastic and they're willing to teach me everything they know, show me little tips and tricks, and they're just so helpful and inspiring in what they do. And the tattoo industry is definitely a hard job to work in. It's stressful. It is a male-dominated industry, which, either you like it or you don't. I obviously don't mind. But I basically tried to become a tattoo artist for a whole year. Took me a while. I would call shops and no one was looking for an apprentice. So I put together a portfolio over that year, brought it into a couple shops, and then finally I found somewhere 45 minutes away from where I lived to start an apprenticeship, which I paid thousands of dollars for. I think the worst was, I wasn't really offended, but an older man, late 50s, he just looked at me and, I was 24 and he said, "No, I would rather get tattooed by a man." And that was the only time I've ever had that, so it's typically not bad. If anything, it brings more business being a female. So usually people will be like, they'll show you a piece and they say, this should only take 20 minutes, right? But you're not a tattoo artist, so you don't really know, Another big pet peeve is people with bad hygiene and body odor. If you are coming to get a tattoo, definitely make sure you come in clean and appropriate clothing to get tattooed in the spot that you choose for your piece. One of the most memorable and best pieces really are the ones that mean a lot to people, and you can tell how much they mean to that person because they cry and they're just so happy, and either they feel more confident, you see their face in the mirror and the way that they look at themselves, and it's just so amazing. And I've had clients where it just means so much to them. They get a piece for a family member or a friend or something, and they end up crying because they're so happy, and they give me a hug, and that's like one of the best things in the entire world. My art style ranges from a lot of different things. So typically I do a lot of lettering, which it's very common. I love bigger pieces like neo-traditional and traditional, anime. There are just so many different types. There's semi-realism. I love semi-realism so much. So that being said, one day I do prepare to be a actual straight realism artist, but that takes time and practice for sure. The other day, maybe a few weeks ago, I asked, what are some cool topics? And someone said mushrooms, someone said space, someone said a girl with her tongue out, and I kind of combined all those and just made like a trippy space themed girl, like trippy, drugs are bad, but so it was cool. It was like a psychedelic kind of piece. I feel like if you want to become a tattoo artist, you need to understand that there's not really a tattoo artist rock star lifestyle. It's something that you really need to put your time into. I work 40 hours a week, 10-hour days. You're drawing at home, you're drawing at night, you're drawing on your days off. Sometimes you just can't go out with your friends on the weekends because you have work to do. And that's definitely a responsibility that you have to accept, but it's 1000% worth it.